Welcome to 25 days of mindful movement. Today we are focusing on balance and core to kick it all off. I'm Isabel Wellman, personal trainer and yoga teacher. Can't wait to guide us on the next 25 days. I hope you enjoy. The exercise we're going to get started with today is a single leg balance. We'll hold it for 30 seconds, switch legs 30 seconds, switch back 30 seconds, and we're going to do that for 3 rounds. On your mark, get set, go! Here, we're focusing on pressing down through the big toe, pinky toe, and the back corner of the heel. Lift up through the arch. Press the calf muscle into the front of the lower leg. Lift the kneecap up of the standing leg. Keep your hips neutral. And it's okay if you wobble. You can always hang on to something. Have your sight on something in front of you. Try not to move it so that you can keep your balance. Draw your tailbone down towards the floor as you draw up through the spine. Roll the shoulders back. And we can lower. Awesome work. We're going to switch to the other leg now. Do the same adjustments on this side as you did on the first side. And tune in with your breath. This movement practice is to give you an escape from all the chaos, from anywhere to 30 minutes to an hour, where you can just devote your time to you. And we can lower down and switch. Feel yourself draw the belly button in towards the spine. Make your micro adjustments as you need. Maybe you want to bring the arms above head. Great work. And we can lower down and switch sides. Extend out of the standing leg. Extend out of the top of the head. Two and one. Great. Last round. Here we go. Right leg. This day is going to be fairly easy. The heat won't get turned on too much, but it is the first day, and I don't want to scare you quite yet. You're halfway there. And switch. Good job. Last side, last round, and then you can have a little break after this. Usually I give about 30 seconds for each exercise to rest, but because we're going from one leg to the next, I feel like that's a good enough rest in between. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Our next exercise is going to be tiptoe heel holds. So how we're going to do this is grab onto something to stabilize. Before you just jump in, get this under your feet, we're going to lift up onto our tiptoes for 3 seconds, lower down, and then go onto our heels. And once you get comfortable, you can take your hand off the wall or couch or whatever you're stabilizing with and practice. The hardest one for me is the heel hold. We're going to do 3 seconds on the toes and on the heels 10 times for 3 rounds. So, when you're ready, we're going to lift up. 1, 2, 3. Down. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Lower. 1, 2, 3. As we move through this, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Draw the tailbone down towards the heels as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. You can just follow me I'm counting, I'm watching the timer, so we get those 3 seconds on each side, or go at your own pace. This feels like a really good stretch. Awesome, stay with it. But this is just practicing having control of the feet. Stabilizing, working with our balance, doing a movement that maybe you've never done as consciously before. And last one. Awesome work. We're going to take 15 seconds as a break, and we'll hop into the next round. You can shake the feet out. You can stretch the top of the foot. That feels good for you. Get ready to go back up in 3, 2, 1. Breathe as you're going through these movements. Follow me or count at your own pace for the 3 seconds on both the toes and the heels. Breathe nice and evenly as we move through both of these movements. Feel your calf muscle lengthening, contracting. If you want to take your hand away from the wall, challenge yourself, but only if you can hold your form. If you're falling backwards, if you're misstepping, if you're wobbling everywhere, it doesn't hurt to stay on the wall or the couch to stabilize. Excellent. We're going to take 15 seconds for a break one more time, and then we will finish out this round. And get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up on the tiptoes. Down onto the heels. Tiptoes. And heels. You might be feeling it in your calves by this point. I know I am. Feeling it in my feet. If you're someone who skis or snowboards, this is a really great activity to strengthen the ankle muscles as well as the knees. But this will really help you have control in your boots. If you're a skier, you know you want to push your shin bone into the top of that boot, in the front of that boot, so that you have control over the front of the ski. And for snowboarding, you want to be able to really dig your ankles or that shin into the front of the boot. All done. So that you have control with that front leg to steer. The next exercise that we're going to do are single leg hop and lands. So what we're going to do, we're going to start on our right foot, and you're going to roll to your ball of your foot, hop off, gently land, and roll back. So here's my demo. You want to be as quiet as a ninja. I do like to put my other foot as a little kickstand when I land, just so I can reset myself real quickly before diving in again. So we're going to start with that in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going for 10 on this side. Nice strong core. You can use your arms to help with the jump. Land on the ball of that foot. See how high you can jump up. Excellent. Woo! And we're going to switch to the other leg. Once you're ready, we're going to roll, hop, land. Woo! You can start small to warm up those ankles with this more of a power or dynamic movement. Good work. We're going to take a 15-second rest. Then we're going to jump right back in to the right side. Shake it out. Do some ankle circles on both foot. We'll dive in 3, 2, and 1. Right side. If you want to really have your balance channel, look at one spot on the floor or right on me like I'm a target. Got 4 more. Excellent job. Excuse me. We're going to jump right into the other side. Left foot. Start small, maybe on one foot. You have more balance or more power. This is not to judge yourself. This is simply to take note. And last one. Excellent work. 15 seconds and we'll hop right in for our last round of the single leg hop and lands. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can, try not to set down the opposite leg. Feel free to hold on to something if you are a little wobbly. And we're gonna hop into the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Our next exercise is going to be drinking bird. This is used in yoga, but I love it because it brings in balance as well as some upper body strength. So I'll show you from the side. We're going to be on both feet, a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to sit down in chair pose, so our arms are going to go above our head. We're going to turn the pinkies inward so they're facing down. Reach the hips back. You're going to go up on your tiptoes, and you're going to reach the pinkies behind you as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then you're going to bring the arms up, lower down. When you extend the arms back, you come into your tiptoe. And so this is the drinking bird. You can bend your arm and then flex it back, extend it back, or you can reach the arm straight up and straight back. I personally like bending them first and then extending because I feel more engagement in my tricep. When you're ready, we're going to start and do 10 of these for 3 rounds. On your mark, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can inhale as you reach up, exhale as you reach back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And stand. Good work. You'll feel that in your glutes, in the feet, in the arms. That one will sneak up on you. We're going to take about 10 more seconds of rest, Then we'll hop right back in. In 3, 2, 1, reach your hips back and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome job. Take another 15-second break. We'll go for our last and final round of drinking bird. When you are gazing, keep the neck in a neutral position. So try not to bend it down or too far up. Just keep it nice and straight. And we're gonna dive in 3, 2, 1, and go. You can inhale to lift the arms up, exhale, reach the arms back. That's 3, 4, 5. The whole movement is starting at the top, reaching the arms back, and then returning. Here's 7. Got 3 more, come on. 8, 9, 1 more. 10. Good work. We have 4 more exercises to go. And this one is going to be a single leg reach out. So I'll show you this at an angle. We're going to start on one leg. We're going to get lower with our upper body, lift up the opposite leg. And we're going to extend our body out and bring it back in. As if you were pulling your knee out, pulling it in. Pulling a band into your chest and then releasing the band out. As if you were pulling with your upper body and then pulling a band with your leg. We're going to do 10 on each side and then we'll take a little rest. So get ready. If you need to, please put a hand on the wall. Just do this with one arm and we'll begin. So get on that right foot, extend out, back in. Extend out, back in. Extend out, back in. Extend out, woo, back in. Extend out, back in. Good work. One more. Good job. Let's switch to the other side. And we're going to get our balance going. Extend out, back in. You can flex the toe of the back leg to help with balance. Keep a micro bend in that front or that standing leg. 2 more. Woo! Good job. Who knew balance would make you work so hard? Especially when you're doing it back and forth on each side. We got about 10 more seconds left to rest, and we're gonna jump back in. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. 3, 2, 1, and right leg. Woo. Woo! And we're gonna hop on to the left side. When you're ready, set up, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Wherever you're at in these movements is completely fine. You don't have to be an all-star, you don't have to be perfect, as long as you're showing up and you're practicing. What else is going to the gym or doing a home workout? You're not doing one workout to be perfect at it. You're doing it to practice so that you can gain that skill, become a little better every day, and eventually perform it without the struggles you used to perform it with. And I really see that as the win. The effort we put in now, that's the win. We're gonna get ready for that right side. I gave us a little bit longer of a break there. So in 3, 2, 1, reach out, come back in. Form over effort here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Good work. Left side, let's get her done. Set yourself up, use a wall if you need to. And we'll go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, woo, one more, 10. Excellent work. Single leg floor reach. So what that means is we're gonna just be in the single leg stance like we've been this entire time. And we're going to bend the standing leg as we reach the opposite hand for the floor. And as you can see, I'm not moving this bent knee. I'm using the glute of my standing leg to stabilize, pulling in towards the midline, lowering down, and lifting up. I'm even staying in this hollowed out position so I have more weight over the front of my body to help me stay balanced. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Go figure. So when you're ready, if you need to, please hold onto a wall. No shame in that. Props are our friends. But when you're ready, engage that outer glute of the standing leg. Lower the opposite hand down and stand up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Let's go into the other side. If you need to, you can kickstand that bent knee leg without putting weight on it, just using it as a balance point. But we'll get started. Bend down. 1. Really feeling that activation in the glute. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, ooh. We got 2 more rounds coming up. 2 more rounds. Take a little break here. You're doing amazing. You are where you are. There's no perfect way of doing any of this. There's just better than who we are, what we did before. And of course, as we get more tired, we can get a little bit more sloppy. That's okay. All right, 5 seconds. 4, right leg, 2, 1, reaching the left hand down. Eight, 9, 10. We'll hop into the other leg. Give you a new angle. So, 3, 2, 1, and we'll lower and come to stand. I like to put my hand on my hip, on my glute, to remind me where I'm utilizing my muscles to lift me, to push me, to get me to the top of the position again. Two more. 9 and 10. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good job. We have 2 more exercises after this. They'll breeze by and we'll feel good. We'll feel balanced after this workout. We're going to take about 10 more seconds to cool down. Breathe deeply into the body. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1, and we'll go. Give it your all. Focus on a spot on the floor. Smile a little bit. We're having fun. This is a great time. I've never trained balance like I have today. Thank you, Isabel. My proprioception, my understanding of where my body is in reality, getting fine-tuned tonight. Or today, whenever you're watching this. And that was 10. Let's hop into the other side for one last round of single leg floor reach. Get ready in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do bird dogs. So that means we're actually going to come down to the ground. We're going to come into a tabletop position. We're going to have shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and we're going to be lifting up the opposite arm with the opposite leg and holding for about 20 to 30 seconds. So it looks like this before we dive in. You can start with lifting your leg first, flexing the toes. Let me move forward so you can see my foot. And then lifting the opposite arm. And then turning the thumb upwards. You want to make sure your hips are level when you do lift the leg up so you're not all wonky. I'll show you from this direction. If my leg were to be like this, my hip is very, very high up versus this one. I want you to lower it by spinning that hip downwards and reaching out of my heel. So, let's get to it. We'll start with the right leg up, left arm up. When you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember to breathe. You can untuck the other toe, the bottom ground foot, or you can keep those toes flexed. 10 more seconds. Lower the lifted arm and leg, and switch arm and leg. 3, 2, 1, lift. Press out of the bottom arm to support the shoulder. Reach out of the lifted arm and lifted foot. Breathe naturally, easily. Squeeze the glutes. And lower. Excellent job. Take a few moments to sit, breathe, get your breath back, shake it out. If your wrists are hurting, please go onto your fists, or you can even go down onto your forearms on a pile of books or a yoga block. If any movement wants to come into the body, please feel free to do so. Twist, roll the shoulders back, whatever feels good. This is your practice. I'm just here to guide it, ignite it, give you some ideas of what to add to your everyday movement. When you're ready, we're going to go into our round number 2. We're going to lift up the right leg and left arm in 3, 2, 1. And lower. Good job. We're going to pop up right into the other side. In 3, 2, and 1. When you are pressing out of the hand, please press out of the first finger and the thumb to help divert less of the tension or weight to go into the outside of the wrist or the forearm. Your wrists are delicate, so we want to treat them nice. Good work. We got one more round. One more round. Alright, we're gonna dive into it. That was probably about 15 to 20 seconds of rest. Anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute is also fine for the sake of keeping these videos a little bit on pace. I have shorter holds, but please pause, feel free to hold the rest as long as you need to recover your breath. Once you're ready, we're going to go up for our final round. Right leg lift, left arm lift in 3, 2, and 1. And switch. Right up into the other side. Let's go. And lower. Good job. All done with bird dogs. Our final exercise, we are going to be staggered side planks. So this looks like getting down into a side plank position. We're going to be on our forearms. You can absolutely go on your hands for a full length side plank. You're going to extend your feet out wide, shoulder over the elbows, hips stacked. And you're going to lift the hips up. Please feel free to stack the feet. This is what I mean by staggered. Arm can come up, arm can come on the hip, as long as we're driving that up top hip up towards the ceiling. And that is what we're going to do for 30 seconds, for 3 rounds on each side. So, let's get to it. When you're ready, you can either stagger your legs so one leg is over the other or the other way. So lift up in 3, 2, 1. Draw and roll that top shoulder back. And lower down. Good job. We're going to go to the other side. When you're ready, we'll hop up. 3, 2, and 1. Have that shoulder over the elbow. Reach that top hip up. Press down through the knife edge of each foot. And lower down. Good work. Let's rest for a few moments. You can stretch out the arm. Just a little bit on each side. You can reach over, get the side body. We're going to do that 2 more times on each side. We're almost done. We're right there. You got this. The core exercises, the planks, the bird dogs. In my opinion, they can feel like the longest and the hardest thing to do because we're right at the end. We want to be done with it. We want to be over it. But we just got a little bit more. My track coach used to tell me it's not the last lap that's the hardest. It's the second to last lap. Because there's just one more after it. So keep that in mind. Anytime you're doing something tough, keep going. Let's get back to that first side. We're going to get ready to go up. Going up in 3, 2, and 1. Bring the head back so it's in alignment with the rest of your spine instead of jugged forward. and lower down. Good job. Switch sides. We're gonna go right on up into this one in 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Stack the shoulder over to the elbow. Draw the head back. And breathe. And lower down. Woohoo! We got one more round after this. Shake the arms out. I know that's where I'm the most sore today. I had a shoulder workout yesterday, so my shoulders are burning. But that's okay. You can do these little releases. Do one at a time. See which shoulder is tighter. Shake it out. Deep breaths. We got one more round each side. We're almost done. And this will be our first and official day of the Mindful Movement Christmas extravaganza. It's not a challenge. It's just here to ignite us, refuel us, get rid of any stagnant chi or energy in the body before this new year or old year is over, so we can start the new year fresh. Okay, last round. 30 seconds on each side. Let's get to it. I hope I'm counting correctly in my head. And go up. Stay strong. We're in our last 10 seconds. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can lower. Excellent. One more side, one more. 30-second hold. You got this. Set yourself up and get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Lift. Reach that hip up. Seven, 28, 29, and down. 30. Woo! And that completes our workout. Thank you so much for participating in the first day of this 25-day series. I hope you enjoyed it. The rest of the series will be body weight. So come with yourself, a good attitude, and I'll see you tomorrow.